Hello. So one time I was in my driveway and I was backing out of my driveway, just looking in the rear view mirror, and then I was able to back out fine. One time I was in this park and they had this bridge that was going over a river. And then my friend said to me, "That's called a stream." I was with this friend of mine that always has this way about himself, whereupon if he wants to go out to eat, he's going to go to the fanciest of restaurants. So I tell him, "What do you think I am, made of money?" And I was able to read a book one time that had all of these nice suggestions in it for cooking. I thought that the games that people play, like checkers and chess, have some dignity about them, even though they're still a board game. I understand there's life and all of the video games and all of this comings about and checkers and chess. It's still a game. It's got a little bit of class to it, and it's a little bit nicer. I could probably play a game of chess. Some people take that very seriously. And they would say, "That's really smart." I had this notion of crossing an ocean. I believe in trying to accomplish a great deed with my life. I believe in trying to be the best, to go to the top, to matter, to have this respect about myself, whereupon I'm able to look back upon my life and say, I did everything I could do. I know about how there are these cakes, and then you can bake a cake, and you have to have flour, the sugar, the frosting, everything that goes into making a cake, you understand. You see, this bakery that makes the cake still calls itself a bakery, even though it could just as easily be called a cakery. I'm giving that to you, even though that's been available to you for an incredible amount of time. I think that's been ever since the beginning. Cakery. You make the cake. You're telling me that's what? All right. As I have said, I believe that the people at the bakery, they're doing a wonderful job. I'd like to have this time to say that you guys, there it is. There it is. Come on. Come on. This is for you. You're doing good. Keep it up. Like the yeast So I was walking along, minding my own business, and then I said to myself, I'm minding my own business. I thought that I was going to be able to have this parasailing, whereupon what happens is that they take a guy and then they let him fly around. You can fly if you want to. And then I said, I can fly if I want to. Mostly when I'm at my house, I try and make the most of my time. And what I do is I have this incredible stack of blank paper that I can pick up at any time. And the stack has been getting lower over all of this work that I've been doing with the paper. And it's still there. There's a refrigerator that's in my home. And what the people decided to do with the refrigerator is that they have the light that is in the refrigerator. It'll go on when you open it, and then when you close it, it goes off. And then I said, that's nifty. I felt that when I'm going to be going out and about, all of these people that are around me, then I'm going to be doing a check. Am I wearing my shirt? Yeah. Am I wearing pants? Yes. I do that sometimes. I have that making sure I'm doing all right. And then I say, I'm doing all right. I have this method about myself whereupon I'm able to have velocity and ferocity of all of these ideas that are coming at you and coming at me at such a speed and of whereabouts and of pleasure and happiness and contentment and satisfaction for you. Doing this for all of the times that I have been laying in bed in the morning, and then the light comes in through the window, and then there are these blinds, Venetian, that I'm able to turn and let the light in. And then I'm able to truly have my morning. I had this one sandwich that was with bread, white spread, and then there was some lettuce, tomato, some sauce, and then there was some bread, and there were other items in this sandwich that I'm not going to mention. I'm trying to be more comfortable with all that's been happening in terms of this new advent of technology, because it's going at such a pace where it can be easy to be wondering what it is that's going on. I'm trying to catch up with everyone else, and I've got some advice for everyone that is in this generation of like-minded, forward, progressive individuals. And the advice is this: what is that? Mostly I stay in Lawrence, this place in Kansas that I live. I thought about moving somewhere else, and then I said, most likely it's going to be here. I've got this going for me, this home, and I was able to live in this home for another season. I'm going at it one more time. That is a advancement for me, because I usually have been going around place to place, and then now I'm in this place where I'm going to be staying there for a while, at least a year longer. That's what I said I would do. And then I said, that's what I'm doing. Alright, I'm going to be having all of this confetti drop down, and then we're going to be able to have all of the music playing. The band comes in, and then we're going to be able to have some riotous yelling proclamation of a cheerful environment, like one of those studios where everybody comes on in, and then we are able to show everyone, just come on in. Show everyone all the work that these people have been doing, and then you can take a bow, and then you're able to have that praise and adornment from your community to tell you that you're doing a good job and that you're welcome and that people believe and trust in you. So everyone come on in. Everyone, we're doing good here. And then we're going to be able to show your family and your kids just what it is that you've been doing with your life. one time I fell in love with this really pretty girl. And we went out on a date. And then I said to her, "This is really romantic." I thought about how there are these combs for your hair. And then you're able to comb it whenever you'd like. So you buy the comb. It has all of these teeth in it. And then you take the teeth and then you go through your hair like so. And then you're looking good. And then you're looking really good. So that's what I have been doing. I eat healthy. I suggest eating healthy. I suggest going for exercises and trying to keep a solid mind about yourself, where you can do some math problems if you'd like. Otherwise, you can have this mental state about yourself that keeps everything in order, and then you're able to be a well-balanced and contributing manifestation of your desire. And then you're able to tell other people what it is exactly that's made you feel so good that you're going to be doing this for the rest of your life. And then you're able to have it be so good for everyone that listens. And then when they're listening, they're going to say, maybe I should do that so I can be really happy. And then we have this cycle of happy people pedaling, ding ding, all going towards the same place. The supermarket. We've got this new wall where I work. They painted it and they put up this mural. What I've come to know about murals is that there's art, like fine art, painting, and then there's murals. You can have the fine art, and then you can have you're doing an awesome job, everyone who's painting a mural, because it's called a mural, and it can be the finest art possible that looks incredible. You did such a good job. This wall that was there was so bland before, and then you're able to have it be a mural. That's so cool. So, as I said, wall, mural. And then, I believe I was able to have this person, and there's another person drawn so that it looks like it's a person. And then they have some wavy stuff. And then they have this whole scene happens. There's some history involved. Some history, mind you. And then they have a storyline. These people were planting the apple trees. And then the apple trees were able to be grown with one dude's head that's significantly larger than the apple tree itself. And then there's the family of the pioneers that are there in their wagon going across the countryside while simultaneously a star is shining bright in the eyes of the collected children of the modern world. And then that's a mural. You've got a mural now. You're doing such a good job. Let's keep that going. I'm going to be putting so much thought into this. That's so cool. That's amazing. Let's have some more murals. Right there. And then they said, "You're doing a good job." Alright, I've got a joke for you. Listen up. I was in this theater, and then they had the seats of the theater, and they were with this padding. And the seats of the theater, they made it really nice. They were all there, and matching seats. I was able to go in there, and then I'm seeing this musical, and then I'm getting comfortable in the seat, and then I say, "That's a good show." I've been on a boat, and then the boat's on the ocean, and then the ocean, it has all of these waves going up and down. And then there's the captain who's on the ship, and he's driving the ship. And then he has a wheel to drive the ship. And the wheel happens to be wooden, with those stubs going off. And then he is able to say, "Going to the port side. Let's head off to starboard." And then what happened was that there came to be this ice that was seen off ahead. And he says, "All right, we need to go to port." And then they were able to hear this quick enough, and they went to port, and everything was fine. And then what happened was that they saw another ice on the other side. And then he says, "Quick, we need to go to start." And then they crashed because he didn't have enough time to say all of it. He's like, "We need to go to a star." What does that mean? Starbird. Oh, all right. But then it's too late. You see, port was quick, easy, snappy. It's a single syllable. Then it works fine. And then you got starboard. That's 2 syllables. I said that's 2 syllables. And these people on the ship all got into a lifeboat and sailed to shore, whereupon they hit up the congressmen to change the official nomenclature for starboard to be labeled as star. And then we're going to be, in this way, continuing the safety that we need for our boatsmen. Everybody out there, I'm telling you, this is the way to do it. So, I was one time really tired, and I thought I would take a nap. And I would take a nap for at least a little while. Then I would close my eyes. Then I would take a nap. I thought that I was going to be able to have this wonderful meeting of this time. I'm telling you, there was this meeting I tried to arrange, and then I showed up, and then everyone else showed up. You ever hear about how it takes more muscle to frown than it does to smile? That's why I go to the gym. I believe that there are these diamonds that you can wear upon your finger, and then you have this ring, and then you can set out your hand like so, and then you ask people to kiss your ring. And then